What up, YouTube? Sorry I look like this. My hair is mad flat and I'm not wearing any makeup, but I wanted to come on here and put just like a little life update. Haven't done one of those in a while, so yeah, last week I finished working my 4-week summer job with kids. It was pretty great. We had basically, it's like a camp style program run for 4 weeks where we do things like play sports, and we even have like a cooking club, and we did some volunteer work and stuff, and that was super cool. So now I just have some, oh, I have a friend saying hello. But now I just have some time until actually the 18th and the 19th. I'm going to be out of town in Lake Placid for a couple of days, finally using up a wedding present from my sister that I've had for like 2 years now, which is disturbing. But basically we have 2 nights at Art Devlin's, and we're going to hang out and get some food and stuff and try to relax. But yeah, basically this next couple weeks I have some time to just like chill, which is pretty cool. At the end of the month we're taking the RV to go camping locally, and I haven't been camping since I was a little kid, so that's kind of exciting. I've done a little thrifting, done some crocheting. You know, we have a hazelnut orchard, so that requires some care. Obviously we don't have any hazelnuts yet, but they need a lot of watering. The blackberries are coming in. It's really hot today, so I've mostly just been like chilling in the air conditioning and trying to get some minor errands run. I did go get a couple of stamped envelopes for some letters I'm gonna send probably later on this week, and treating my foot, which if you guys follow me on Twitter, it's Danielle followed by 3 capital D's, no space or anything like that. I did mention that I had some real concerns, and this is like a TMI warning here, but real concerns about some warts on my foot, so I basically just got some Compound W and some tape, and I'm gonna try just like a 12-week stint of getting rid of these with some more like intense treatment and like keeping them covered and stuff like that, and hopefully they heal. But it started to like affect my walking and become kind of painful, so like that's annoying. But oh, and this Saturday I might be able to go to Pageant of Steam for a day. Obviously last year it was canceled. I'm gonna probably be masking up because I can see that there will be like a lot of people there. And I'm vaccinated, but I don't know anything about like the boosters, and obviously the Delta variant is a thing, even though people want to pretend that it's not a thing. So I just want to exercise some caution. I know that we are still considered a yellow area now for COVID, so basically like masks aren't necessarily required in most places. I think like our local Walmart and Sam's Club are requiring them, as well as our local community college, but it's only a matter of time, I think, before it becomes like mandatory. Like a lot of the cases are downstate, but people do travel, so that can like spread stuff, and we already know that it can spread to people who are already vaccinated, so we're just got to be cautious and all that good stuff. My birthday weekend this past weekend was really good. I went to a dinner with my parents and my sister and her husband, and I got this insane chocolate cake, guys. It was like a triple layer chocolate cake, and I still have a bunch in my fridge just because it's like so rich and I can't eat too much at a time. Oh, I didn't show you the little friend I got at the zoo. My little stuffed beaver here. I picked him up at the zoo as like a memento for our volunteer work that we did this summer at our local zoo. So every time I look at it, I think of like the cool little like memories I have from that. Other than that, I've just been trying to get organized and go through my things. I'm working on a scarf right now, actually, so it's going to be this really nice dark gray color. I'm trying to stock up a lot of crocheted items for like birthdays and Christmas and stuff, to get ahead of it. so I'm not just like rushing and doing a bunch of stuff last minute, especially since when I go back to school, things are going to be insane with a lot of the expectations and stuff that'll be put on me for what I'm doing. But so uploading might be spotty, and it's already been spotty. But I came back with that like weird Gabbie Hanna video where I dedicated a song to her. I've been kind of looking through some of her other videos. The I'm Not Okay one on the Gabbie Hanna channel was interesting. The Gabbie Hanna's home movies painting stuff was kind of like just difficult to watch a little bit, like the live stream stuff. And then obviously people are talking about that live stream where there was like basically an intruder at her doorstep, and it caused a whole bunch of concern, and she came out and made like a post about it and stuff, and there was just like some positive feedback for that. And I forget what channel it was on. I think it was on the music one. Yeah, that was definitely on the Gabbie Hanna one, where it was she sang Special and she was like crying. So that for me was like a really like beautiful, raw, emotional moment for her, without her being just like so angry and visceral and attacking and stuff. Because like she, with her series and everything, has just reminded me of like a cat that's been backed into a corner a little bit. It's like, okay, she's still like a person and she's allowed to live her life, but a lot of people forget that like she went through this huge massive breakup because she was getting like doxxed and like death threats and stuff, and like stuff coming at her family and everything. And like when you're cornered like that, you attack, you lash out, you know, it's not even like this dark twisted thing of like trying to justify actions or whatever. It's literally like a defense mechanism. Like this is her defense mechanism, and she has, you know, discussed this openly with a lot of people. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend absolutely everything she's posting a video on is right, but like we see a very small window of all these influencers and how they are and what their lives look like, and we suddenly think we know everything about them. Like she went on a live stream and jammed out to a rock concert while she was high, and everyone was like, this is a psychotic episode, you need help. And she's been very candid about the fact that she's like getting help and getting medication and getting treatment, but everyone just wants her to just be like not happy, I guess. I don't know what it is. And on the side of like not being happy, I think everybody wants her to be held accountable, and just like leave people alone, particularly Trisha and Jesse. And I do think she needs to leave people alone and just like move on, and that's what she's trying to do, I think, with this series. But it's coming off as very like abrasive and attacking, because it is very abrasive and attacking, because she has been backed into a corner by all these different situations. And I think at the end of the day, Gabbie's own worst enemy is herself, and she holds herself to these standards and she's trying to push herself and to be better, but she's also just like not feeling heard. And I think she has this very different picture in her head of what she is versus like what she was. And you know, just like any person that you follow or watch content from for years, it's like, okay, you wish this person all the best, but at some point you have to like remove yourself from the equation if it becomes too much or just like kind of hard to watch. And I will kind of be like keeping tabs on her. I feel weird about saying that, but it's like Eugenia Cooney. I'm literally just like, I'm keeping tabs on her because I'm furious, and I don't condone that kind of behavior. And I'm just like honestly waiting to see if she ends up with like an obituary, because it's like gotten that kind of dark. And with Gabbie too, I was just like, oh my god, did this woman just get attacked? And it's like, you're allowed to agree with things that somebody does and not agree with the things that somebody does, and choose what content you do and don't take in. And you know, I just find Gabbie's story very interesting, and you know, I don't think we've seen the last of her by any means. She has like a whole album coming out, and whether people buy it or not, like that's entirely their choice. But I do think it is entirely off-putting to be so angry and expecting to get like views and attention and money and like attention for your music and to get recognition and to like stay on a platform. And I think the smartest thing for Gabbie to do right now is to pour her energy and focus into music and not into YouTube. That being said, I think a lot of her infamy on YouTube and most recent you know, drama is really going to hurt her chances to progress with her music. And I think she is actually quite a talented artist, but I do think what has happened in recent months on the internet has hurt her reputation as an artist. So we'll see how that plays out. I didn't think this video was going to go in this direction. I just kind of wanted to give a mini life update, but so much has been going on since I've, like, yes, I've watched the series. Yes, I've watched some commentary channels and some feedback and things on Gabbie and her series, and you know, the downfall of like her YouTube career and everything. And it is something interesting, at least in my perspective, that I will continue to follow. But as for the makeup thing, I'm just kind of like giving my skin a break because it's been so hot, and I don't want to break out in case, you know, I go back to wearing a mask majority of my days, most places. I know I'll have to wear one at work, so that'll affect makeup as well, but I'll try to get back to posting more content on here. My Twitter isn't exactly thriving right now, but I use it mostly for entertainment anyway. It's not like I'm trying to reach a huge number of people or get likes or anything like that. Mostly, if you follow me on Twitter, it's just kind of like the unfiltered stuff that I don't say on Facebook. So if you like this video, cool. If you stuck around for a super long hiatus, also cool. And if you want more unedited content, feel free to check out some of my other stuff, and I'll be posting more updates soon. Peace.